Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Heather, and today we have a beautiful singer, originally from Nigeria, who is here to talk about what she's doing here and maybe sing a little bit for us. And her name is Abiodun Koya. So Abiodun,
yes,
how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
So where were you born and raised?
I was born in Ogun State, Nigeria.
Okay.
Yes.
And you lived there your whole childhood?
Yes. Yes, I did.
And how is it that you're a classical singer, some may say opera singer.
Right.
But how is it that you got to be that when really most Africans don't go that route?
I know. Actually, my father studied in England, and as a student, when he was coming back to Nigeria, of course, he has been a great music lover, and he still is really big music lover. So when he was coming back home, he brought back a lot of the records. And he had a stereo sound system, you know, the whole...
With vinyl? Like
exactly,
albums.
yes,
Okay.
that was what I listened
oh,
to.
That's great.
I know, so I was born, so he came back, and I think a couple of years later after that, I was born into the family, and so he always played that, and so as a child, I grew up just listening to that, and it just so happened that I loved it, so I picked it up.
So what kind of singers, can you name one or two songs or singers that you heard over and over when you were a child that you used to sing to?
Are you gonna believe this?
Try it.
Elvis Presley.
Wow!
I told you.
Well, I don't blame you, because Elvis Presley, who doesn't love Elvis Presley? But that's not exactly opera.
No, but his gospel album. Because my father had his gospel collections.
Yeah, that's true.
And
he has a great gospel collection.
Yes, I mean, I think it's one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, I am amazed. I love them. And I remember as a kid, I used to pick up the album, the cover album, and I would, just stare into that picture, and I'm like, who is this handsome man looking back at me with this blue eyes? I mean, I was glued to his pictures, and I had no idea who he was. So that was just one of the artists I grew up listening to. And then, of course, I listened to a lot of Handel. He composed the Messiah. Yeah. Yes.
So did you sing in church choirs?
Yes.
Did you have any vocal training?
You mean when I was a kid, or
well, the whole thing. When you were a kid, you were in church choirs.
When I was a kid, I was a Sunday school girl.
Right.
I sang in the church choir. I played a little bit of violin, and my father bought me a student violin to play and practice with, and I loved that. Actually, I remember as a kid, before I could really talk, I would pick two brooms, from the kitchen, the brooms we use in Africa.
Yeah.
And I'll place one on my left. I couldn't talk. I couldn't say what I wanted, but I was demonstrating what I wanted.
I see.
And so I would, go about, making that gesture of a violin player. And so my dad and my mom got the message real quick, and so they got me one.
That's neat.
Yes.
But if you were from a really small town in Nigeria, most other people must have thought that was odd. Even your father having come back with this taste in classical music.
Extremely odd. I mean, I would like to say we were probably the only family in that town.
Did you have brothers and sisters?
Oh, of course. I'm the last. I'm the baby.
Did they also take an interest in music like that, or was it
my
just
immediate sister took interest in music like that, but the rest just loved listening to music. Now, I would tell you, my brothers, I have two brothers and two sisters. My brothers would listen to Whitney Houston when my parents were not around. Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Anita Baker. And that was and a little bit of I believe what's it called? This boy band, New Edition. Yes.
Oh, I see. I remember that era.
Yes. So that's why I think I love 80s, 90s music till today. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan. Yes.
But Elvis was even older, so you had already a sense of older music, even as a young girl.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
So I was just you
were just drawn to that.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Well, you must have been very sad when Elvis Presley died.
I wasn't born then.
Oh my gosh! Wow, man, that saved you all the grief. So, tell me a little about the music that you've recorded.
It's a gospel album. It's, as I like to call it, secret album. And I wrote a lot of the songs on it. And some of the songs are just, some of the hymns and songs, gospel songs we already know. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. I forgot to ask you this one thing. When did you get actually classical training then?
When I came to the United States.
Which was when?
In 2001.
Okay.
Yes.
And then where did you get that training done?
I got the training done. I got together with a couple of voice teachers, vocal coaches.
Okay.
Yes.
Here in the area in Washington?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So you took lessons?
I took lessons, yes. Excellent. And I took a couple of classes. Like a lot
and then did you continue to sing with the church choir here?
No, but I would get invited as like a guest soloist, and, just to make a special appearance or something. Right.
Interesting. So is your fan base larger in Africa or outside of Africa?
I think it's the same. I don't know.
Really? So you have a big fan base in Nigeria?
Yes, and here as well. Yes.
And here. I'm not surprised about here, but I just thought perhaps.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Great. Yes.
How long have you been professionally singing?
I would say, to put a figure around that, I would say 8 to 9 years.
And that's uniquely what you do?
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
Congratulations. That's hard to do in the United States especially.
It is.
I found that in Africa it's easier to do music full time than it is here.
It is, of course, but because I'm determined and this is my first love, I just love it. It's got to be music for me.
That's so great. Sing something for us right now?
Of course.
Wonderful.
I'm delighted.
Okay, what are you going to sing?
I'd like to actually sing Edelweiss from The Sound of Music.
Great.
Yes. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright. You look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow. Bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss.